just 10 minutes ago, I nearly died. Well, I am the most unlucky bastard ever. I'm in my gym at the moment, still bloody sweaty from the gym. I should probably put the camera down so it doesn't look so weird. Oh my God, if there is ever an experience in which you can clickbait the hell out of, it is a near-death experience. And my heart is honestly still racing. Yeah, I was at the gym and, you know, doing my usual workout shit. I'm trying to get healthy, I'm trying to get fit. I've been working out at the gym. If any of you guys keep up on my Instagram, I've actually been, you know, trying in my life, I guess. It was... Honestly, I'm actually speechless at this point. I guess you guys want to hear what happened, what the fuck is going on, laddie? But I was just walking home from the gym and I only just got home. Like only just now. I'm still freezing cold because it is freezing here. And I was walking home from the gym, Roco Gym, and just as I was walking down, about, you know, a few minutes after I'd started like walking down, like 5 minutes after, I was obviously shaken and everything. And wait, my mum's calling me. Hello? I'm actually making a video about it right now. That was just my mum worrying. I was walking down and it's really cold, so I had my hood up, I had my headphones in because I was listening to some nice music. I was actually listening to Steven Savaniati, whatever the hell his name is. I don't even know what his name is. The guy that wrote that song for that gay movie. So I was walking along, it was cold, hood up, blah, 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 blah. I hear something behind me. I hear sort of like a brakes happening and like a swerve and stuff like this. And then I look, I was just looking in front of me because I was on my phone, and I see like lights. This is all happening at a very split second, but this is really how my mind sort of processed it when I look back over it. I see lights, and as your brain thinks quickly, I thought, oh, they could be like bike lights and stuff. My family keep trying to call me. Hello. Bye. And that was just my dad. Anyway, this happened in a split second, so I was thinking, oh, those lights, that's weird. Those lights, they could be bike lights, but they're pretty bright because I could see them in front of me, like through my legs and everything. And then I was like, that could be the sound of a bike, but that's actually pretty loud. And I was like, what? Like, what is that? This is like in a split second. And I look around, I just think, what is that? And I see directly heading towards me, because I heard it. The reason why I looked round is I heard it bump across, like something bump on the grass. And I look around and I see a car directly facing me. Like literally I see a car directly like coming towards me onto the pavement. And I obviously, like, I'm like, shit, like it's going so fast, it must have been speeding. Like, it was going so fast that I was just like, when I looked at it, I didn't really have much time to react. I just jumped out of the way, and I think it just swerved, and it literally skimmed me. The bloody car literally skimmed me, and it was going at, I don't even know, because I'm not like, you know, but it was definitely speeding. It was speeding for a pavement, a car being on a pavement. Yeah, it skimmed me, and what my initial reaction was, oh, that was a close one. Like, I didn't think I'd react like that. It isn't like a, oh, my life flashed before my eyes kind of thing, but it was a definite, there was a, well, shit, for 5 minutes there. I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna die for like, not 5 minutes, a few seconds. I was like, well, this is it. this is the end. And so I was like, I've only got really short video of the car just on the side of the pavement as it was driving off, because it drove off. The guy that was in the car drove off after they'd had some form of argument with the other guy. I'll tell you about that in a second, but I only got a short video which I'll show you here.
You can hang up if you want, just take some video. Yeah, we'll just take some video.
The car then, it obviously, it swerved round because it literally skimmed me, and it swerved round and it just stopped on the grass, because the road that I'm on, it's got a road, there's on the left hand side of the road is people going that way, is people, you know, driving forward, and on the from, like, if I'm standing here and I was walking this way, left hand side of the road there's cars going this way, sort of more towards me. On the other hand side of the road there's cars going that way. So on the right, you know, on the right hand side of the road, if they're driving, the cars are going that way. So it must have come across the other side of the road, veered into oncoming traffic, and then veered off to the outside of the pavement to, you know, try and take me out. I was just like, oh, well, what just happened? And the guy gets out of the car, like, because I continue walking forward, because he continues driving up the pavement a slight bit. And it happened to be, I was the only one on that whole stretch, long stretch of pavement. I was the only fucking person walking there, and the one point at which the car would veer off, at that one point of pavement, was like right where I was. And so he gets out of the car and he's like, are you all right? Are you all right? And I was like, I think I'm all right. just checking I'm still here. I was like, I think I'm all right. How's the car doing? Because obviously the car had gone onto pavement, so it wasn't like it was completely damaged, but it probably hit the pavement a little bit. Could have been some, you know, damage in any of the under compartments. And I was like, I think I'm alright. Are you guys okay? Because he had a little kid in his car with him who got out. And he was like, I'm just worried about you. I was like, I nearly hit you in my car. But to be fair, he was pretty nonchalant about it. He was like, are you okay? And I went, yeah, well, it'll make a good story, won't it? It'll make a good story for dinner parties. I was like, I guess it's a life experience. And then he goes back to looking at his car, checking that his car's okay. I'm like, yeah, priorities. You nearly took me out, but I guess the car is more important. He was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, it's still, I'm sure it'll just be a fun life experience. We'll come to laugh about it in the future. And so I went to walk away, and then I see this guy come over and start like arguing with the guy. And I was like, okay, maybe he's like a cyclist. Maybe that's what happened. He veered because there was a cyclist or something, because I didn't see how he could veer due to another car. Like, it didn't make sense to me. And the other guy that came over started arguing with the guy, and they were arguing, and I was like, guys, are you guys okay? Please don't fight. I'm the one that nearly got killed here. Like, don't fight about it. It's okay. And obviously, like, because they weren't hurt, but I nearly was. And they were arguing. I was like, guys, please don't fight. Jeez. They both were dads that had kids, and one of them was quite a young dad. And I was like, guys, and then I was like, are you guys okay? They weren't listening to me. They were in an argument. So I left. I walked away. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go home. And then I called my dad, and my dad was like, if there's police, you should probably go back for like some form of statement or something. And so, because a few police cars were going by me, and I was like, oh, they were going down the same road. And I was like, okay, so I walked down that road. Yeah, I walked back, and I was just like, how is everything? Is everything okay? And the guy that nearly hit me with his car drove off by then. And then the guy that was arguing with the guy that nearly hit me with his car, you know, the guy that veered off the pavement had left by now. But the other guy, I was like, I came back and I was like, I just want to make sure you guys are okay. I don't know what happened, because the car came from behind me. Whatever happened was from behind me. But I was like, I just want to make sure everyone's okay. Like, you know, I wanted to go back and make sure everyone was fine. I spoke to the guy. I don't know, I just kind of wanted to back him up, because I started speaking to the guy that didn't veer off into the pavement, the other guy in the accident, and all the near miss. And he was just like, the guy, apparently he was driving with his son in the car and stuff. He was driving, and he sort of slowed down to go and turn into the road, and I didn't see what happened. So he could have suddenly stopped or something. Like, even if he did moderately suddenly stop, like, the person who is behind should always be at a good distance and at a good speed with the person in front. So even though they may have collided with the car in front or something like that, or could have, you know, or could have been pretty close to the car in front, they should have been slow enough and at a far enough distance from the person behind that they didn't, you know. The guy said that he went to turn into a road, so he slowed down. He went to turn into a road. Apparently the guy behind him was speeding so much that because the guy slowed down to turn into the road, the guy behind him wasn't looking, or he was speeding, or he couldn't slow down fast enough. So he decided to veer into oncoming traffic and then to veer onto the pavement to take me out rather than to slightly dent his car. And apparently the guy was like, I saw him like veer into traffic and then veer onto the pavement and nearly hit you. And he was like, oh my God, that was a close miss. I was like, tell me about it. He was just like, are you okay? I was like, I think I'm okay. I think I'm good. So I spoke to him, and he was still there, and he got my number, he got my contact info, because I didn't want to just leave him, because I'm technically a witness of it. So, you know, the people would have, like, if they need a statement in the future, if the guy ever presses charges with it or anything, then, you know, they can get a statement from me, because I'll happily back them up. Yeah, so I was like, are you okay? And he was like, thank you for actually coming back to give the details so you can give a statement. And so I walked home, and I was calling my friend AJ. I was calling him, and he was just like, God's testing you. He didn't mean it seriously, but it was like, he's testing, you're being tested. And I was like, that's true. It just happened just after I left the gym, and I thought, if I'm gonna die like that, if I could die like that, why don't I just sit home and eat chocolate? Why don't I just sit home and eat chocolate? I mean, I am gonna have a sneaky bit of chocolate tonight, but I'm not gonna ruin my diet, don't you worry. I was just thinking that, I was like, and then he was like, what if God's testing you because you're a tranny? He didn't say that, but that's my paraphrasing of it. What if God's testing you because you're trans? And then he was thinking, you're still alive. He said, you're still alive, right? And I was like, am I alive? Could this be heaven? I was like, it's too cold for heaven. It's February in England, so it's quite nippy out here, and I'm all banged up. So I was like, if this is heaven, then I mean, I'd expect heaven to maybe be a few degrees warmer. And then I thought, well, this could be hell. I could just be living my life over and over and over again in the cold bitterness that is England. Anyway, it was so weird, because I've been waiting any year of the night this could have happened, but the one, like any night of the year this could have happened, but the one night that I'm like, is the night before my appointment for gender care. The one night I've been waiting ages for. The one night where I'm actually like, you know what? I'm okay with not being hit by a car today. It's the one night that I get hit by a car. And the weird thing that I think is, because I'm a weird, morbid person, a lot of the times when I'm walking, I think, oh, what if a car veered off the road right now and hit me? What if I got hit by a bike and, like, you know, something tragic like that? Or what if someone came up and stabbed me? I have a fucking weird thought. 1 minute before that happened, when I just exited the area of Roco, I thought, what if a car, I think of it every time I walk on that road, because that road's quite creepy because people are often travelling quite fast. I was like, what if a car veered off and just hit me and killed me right now? I'd be dead, I know, that's the what if answer. Very boring question. I was just thinking about it, and then I stopped thinking about it, obviously, because these random thoughts often pop into my head. And then a minute later, you don't expect, the reason why I didn't react as fast is you don't expect a car to be on a pavement. Like, I look back and I think for the split second, like, the reason why my reactions were a bit delayed and, you know, it was close, is, like, it wasn't that delayed, but, like, it was very close. Is because you don't expect a car to be on a pavement. Your mind sort of has to comprehend that a car is on a pavement, and you're like, well, and then after that you're like, well, shit, might as well just stand here and get hit by a car. Overall, it is it's been an eventful evening. I'm gonna make a vlog soon about me getting ready for my appointment in the morning. That was definitely interesting, because I have my gender care appointment in the morning. Like, it could have been any other time that you know, I could have nearly get hit by a car, but whew, it skimmed me, mate, it skimmed me. Anyway, enough rambling and just looking off into the distance contemplating my existence. Also, might I add, this is the epitome of the best clickbait situation. Like, I mean, obviously I nearly died or whatever, but also it's real life clickbait where it actually is not me bullshitting for the title. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Comment if you guys have had any near-death experiences, because that'll be interesting to read. Subscribe, because I probably don't have long left. I mean, I nearly got, just after it happened, I nearly got hit by another car that was turning into a road because I'm an idiot and I was on the phone to someone. And then before that, nearly by a lorry. So I feel like my time is numbered. So if you want more of this, you know, you better subscribe soon. Anyway, I will see you guys on the weekend. On Sunday for the next installment of video where I speak about the appointment and what happened and, you know, everything like that. So yeah, subscribe. Bye.